Alright. You know I have to hit him with the acha-cha. Let's go ahead and throw down a big acha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Yo, what's up, you crazy candelabras? Welcome back to Zooter. This episode is going to knock off your booters because we're going to be going inside the Shadow Temple. As it's about to get spooky and dank. And, you know, I'm a big fan of the dankness. Gotta keep it dank. But yeah, we can actually enter this temple because we have the hookshot now. We found the hookshot last episode at the end of the ice cavern when all help had seemed lost. And also I'm happy because we have the Lens of Truth, which is going to make this dungeon way easier. You can beat Shadow Temple without Lens of Truth. I'm pretty sure I had to in one of my Zooter series in the past. I think it was Zooter 2 or 3. It was very, very challenging, and I can't believe that I did it. But fortunately for this playthrough, I'm going to be able to, you know, beat it the easy way. Which is actually knowing where the invisible platforms are. Wait, what? That didn't work? Oh, wait, I think it's supposed to be the only one that isn't invisible. Okay, my bad. Apparently having the Lens of Truth isn't helping me whatsoever. Because I don't know how to play a game correctly. This bird on top of this spinning column, though, is scary. It looks like it's about to come down and swoop my soul. Just kidding. I don't have a soul. I sold it to Zelda Randomizers several years ago. Zooter literally owns my soul now, but it's okay. I wouldn't want anything else to own it. I'm just gonna keep on playing Zelda Randomizers for the rest of my life. Which is probably true. And it keeps on expanding, honestly. The modding scene for Ocarina of Time just keeps on seeming to grow. One really cool thing that exists, which I haven't made, I think I've made like one video on it, but I should really realistically make some more videos on it, is Ocarina of Time Online, which allows you to play Ocarina of Time with a lot of other people. I think up to like 30, 40, 50, something along that lines. And there's a bunch of different character models you can play as. I think there's like 70 or 80 character models, which is so much fun. And they've added a bunch of emotes, like dances, and just like different things like backflips, saying hi. Kind of like Animal Crossing emotes, but in Zelda. They added lots of cool dances, which, as a dancey boy, I can really, really appreciate. And then they have like events, like for different holidays, which I think is just so sick. And they have achievements that they added, and you can use the achievements to buy like new costumes and character models. Real quick, let me do this the right way for once. So I've always done it the way where I let a hand grab me to activate dead hands. You can actually use the Lens of Truth to see a shadow. And if we place a bomb right on top of it, it should force him out. And I still got hit by a hand anyways, so it didn't even matter. But it's okay, he's gonna go out fast because we have the Master Sword. No, sir, don't you dare run away. Get over here. No! Get your grimy fingies off of me. These hands are covered in hot Cheeto dust. They just left it all on there. They can't even lick it off. Watch out! Thank you, Navi. I love you, Navi. You're the best. I feel like I don't say that enough. I'm always just trashing on you. But honestly, Navi, you're amazing. I appreciate you. You're beautiful. You have so much to say, and I just love you so much more. Who is your guys' favorite Zelda companion? Are you guys Team Navi, Team Tattle, King of Red Lions, or as we call him, Coral, Team Midna, Team Fi? And do you have a companion in Breath of the Wild? I guess Zelda inside your Sheikah Slate is like the closest thing. Wait, do I need the hover boost to cross this gap? I might not be able to go any further without the hover boots. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, you cannot make that jump. Well, we have finished the first 10% of Shadow Temple. So we're just doing some preliminary work. I guess we're gonna head out now though. I think next, where do I want to go next? Because we have Forest Temple, and we also have Spirit Temple. I feel like Spirit Temple has a lot of treasure chests. It might not be a bad idea. Oh no, it's raining. My tunic got all wet. So sad. Oop, wrong button. Go ahead and blow up some graves. Disrespect the dead. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to the desert. Because there's a few things I can do out there. Like get dry skin. I brought some lotion. And I also brought a parka to keep the sand off of me. So I think we're good. All right, let's go visit our big boobied bitch first. Go ahead and blow up this crack in the wall. I'm kind of jealous. I wish I could live in a fountain. How come I have to live in a house? Why can't I live in a fountain? That seems actually pretty awful. Oh, I get it. It's because the Great Fairies are wet all the time. Makes a whole lot of sense, okay. Ooh, yay, another piece of heart. Let's go. Should I be excited about pieces of heart or should I not be? Like, I don't know how to feel about them. I feel like I should be excited because they're good, but just in randos, no. All right, Desert Colossus. Ooh, I like the sand texture. It looks way nicer. The levers look extra nasty though. You nasties. I almost see levers as desert Roombas. They're just probably sucking up all the sand and cleaning it out, making sure that the sand is as pure as it could possibly be. Alright, so we're gonna start off by entering the temple and exiting so we can get the song that Sheik normally gives us. Here we go. Oh, it's just a good old sphere. I just realized I messed up. We can't do shit here. We can't push this block without the silver gauntlets. So we're not going nowhere. We have to come as a kid if we want to do anything. So I guess Forest Temple is the best option we have. Well, shit. I don't have a teleport there. What's the closest teleport to Forest Temple? Is it Nocturne of Shadow where we literally just were? I think so. Wow, I just got clubbed in the face. Kinda felt good, actually. What the heck? Again? That's kinda hilarious how far the knockback is. You know, I'll spare him this time. I won't be a total asshole. I feel like I should have come to this dungeon first. I should have like thought more deeply into the Shadow Temple and Spirit Temple and realized I wasn't properly equipped for them. But we are properly equipped for the Forest Temple. Like, we should be able to beat it in this cycle. I don't think there's anything like stopping us. So we don't have Cowsanity turned on. I did get lots of people like expressing their concerns towards me that they wish I had turned on like Gold Skulltula Sanity and Cowsanity. And the reason I didn't do that was because since this is my first randomizer for the 3DS version, I wanted to keep it a bit cleaner for like those people who don't know a whole lot about the game, to show that you can like do easier settings and not be too overwhelmed by like everything in the game. But then whenever I play this randomizer again in the future, that's when I'll like step it up and make it more difficult. But I like kind of showing the more simplistic side, because even though there's less randomized locations when you turn off Gold Skulltula tokens, it still has its own like complete set of challenges. But I will agree that having all the Skulltula tokens turned on actually makes it way more entertaining. But we gotta have something to look forward to, right? And I feel like for people who know the game really well, they like to watch like full, really difficult randomizers. But as a content creator, I want to like start it off with a kind of lower barrier to entry so people don't feel like they need to know like everything about the game to watch the rando. And then I just kind of increase people's knowledge of 100% in the game as they continue watching the series if they're interested. It's pretty fun. Got our first Forest Temple key, that stayed the same. But I will agree, I do think having Cowsanity on and Gold Skulltula Sanity on is like way more fun. But from a content creation standpoint, I made my choices for that reason. And a lot of people also ask why I don't have my face cam for this series. And that's because every time that I've done a original randomizer, the first series, I have not had a face cam. That way I can focus on the commentary and we can all focus on the gameplay better in the game. But then when I do repeat series, I add face cam so I can continue adding more personality and more jokes as time goes on. And I did that for Ocarina of Time, I did that for Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, Minish Cap. It stayed pretty consistent the whole entire time, like only using face cam for the sequels of the Randomizer series. So once I do Ocarina of Time 3DS 2, we will definitely have a face cam. We will stay true to that. You numbskull, get out of here. Okay, And now it's time to fight some X2 clan members. Yes, this is what happens if you ever decide to leave the 2 clan. You will turn into a Stalfos. And I know what you might be thinking. Tyler, that sounds kind of dark. Like, if I want to leave the 2 clan, I'm going to turn into a evil skeleton. And yeah, some might consider it cultish, but I wouldn't say we're a cult here. We're just a kind of relatively small group of people who have certain beliefs or practices that some would regard as strange or sinister. But we're not a cult. We're just a group of people that have an excessive amount of admiration for Quad Sun. Okay, what's it gonna be? I'm trying to think what item I want to find next. What's the next best item I can find after everything I've found so far? Probably, it's actually kind of hard. Probably Epona Song, honestly. That'd be great. And the next would be Boomerang. No, Iron Boots would be good too. And Hover Boots. But I'd say Boomerang so we can get Gold Skull to this as a kid. It's Song of Time time. Everybody's favorite time. Playing it all over the place. You know, I feel like Link's quads look extra juicy in the 3DS version of the game too. I feel like Link was pretty noodle-legged in the N64 version, but it looks like Link does some squats in this version. Good for him. The model upgrade for this version actually looks way better. Link looking pretty damn striking. Did anybody else have a crush on Link when you were kids? Because, admittedly, I did. Mostly the Twilight Princess version of Link, because I think I was like 14 or 15 whenever Twilight Princess came out. And he was pretty hot in that game, not gonna lie. He's strikingly handsome, all the ladies love him, and he's going on crazy adventures. Like, what more could you ask for? Hey! What you got, Navi? What you want to talk about? I wish Navi would talk more about herself, and like, you know, talk about her feelings, her dreams, hopes, and aspirations. I would love for more character development, other than her just being just a simple little companion. So I feel like Tattle and Majora's Mask had quite a bit of character development. Like learning about her sister and seeing their relationship and the reason why she became friends with Skull Kid in the first place. It was always fun to me. Character development's great. And that's kind of why I don't like Fi and Skyward Sword too much, because I feel like you actually don't see too much character development. Or at least I haven't yet. I'm not done with my Let's Play yet, so maybe it ends up developing even more as we go forward. Why is that switch over there so red? I don't think I've seen a red switch yet. It's just trying to be noticeable. Looks like a giant boil. Dude, you guys ever watched Fairly Odd Parents? There's that one kid who has like the giant boil and it like talks to him and has like evil plans and like wants him to do like all this terrible stuff.
Take him down. No, I won't listen. And something to stop my boil from controlling my thoughts. Silence, you fool.
Like who came up with that? An evil talking boil. Is genius. If it wasn't for my double defense right now, I'd be dead. Ooh, 200 rupees. Now I can go buy that big Goron sword from the big Goron in Goron City. Oh, Octorok, calm down. He sees that I don't have very many hearts and he's trying to make my life harder. I don't want to get hit right now. There we go, 30 Skulltula tokens. Ow! Dang it, we're beeping! We haven't beeped in so long. But hey, now we can get our 30 Skulltula prize. Are we gonna get a single good reward from the Gold Skulltula house? That's what I want to know. Or is it just gonna abuse us the whole entire way through? But going back to the Gold Skulltula thing I mentioned earlier, that's the reason why I don't mind not having them randomized for like a playthrough, is because they're not pointless to collect. Like you still want to collect enough to get the Gold Skulltula rewards. It's still fun in that sense. Just like a different experience. There's so many different ways to experience Zooter, and that's why I like just doing more and more playthroughs of them. And I'm excited to do some randomizers in the future that have people like kind of customize a few of the options and item placements. I think we're going to see some fun randomizer playthrough sessions when that happens. I feel like there's just so many options for just different randomizers I could do. And for those of you who don't know, there are so many games that have randomizers now. Like I think there's over 100 different games that have had randomizer mods made for them. And I'm hoping like over the next 10-20 years I can just do Let's Plays of a ton of different randomizers 'cause I enjoy them a lot. One that's being worked on right now that has like a first version that just released is Banjo-Kazooie Randomizer, where it changes up the location of all the jiggies and notes and jinjos and all that kind of stuff. I want to test it out. Usually before I ever do a Let's Play of a randomizer series, I typically like stream through it once or twice beforehand so I can like get some experience and kind of know what I'm talking about so I don't get like confused, because I don't want to do a full series of a randomizer before I know what's happening, because I don't want to like mess up on that and then be kind of screwed. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, I'll put like all the links down in the description. But it'd be great if you guys could follow me on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. I like to use the other social medias quite a bit. I usually try to post like funny memes or stuff or like cool things that I'm doing. Go drop me a follow. And on my most recent Instagram picture that I have up, I think it's Zuder based. So go ahead and just like leave me a comment there saying bokeh. So anybody who doesn't know the bokeh reference will be very confused when they read the comments of that picture. Let's push that block over there. I think we have an arrow we can shoot. Yeah. Why did I put my bow away? Right in the eye. I feel like an asshole when I shoot these eye switches in the eye. Like eyes are sensitive. Why would we do something as messed up as shoot something in the eye? But it's kind of cool how eyeballs are like the fastest healing organ and like portion of our body. Because I've had a couple eye injuries from like contacts in the past, and it hurts so damn bad, but it always heals really, really fast. It's pretty neat. But I mean, it makes sense because eyeballs are one of the most, if not the most important organ of our body. Apart from like maybe our brain. I guess that's a really important organ, or our heart. The things we need to live first, but you know, I guess seeing isn't the most important thing. People can live without that. I wonder if a blind person has ever watched one of my YouTube series. Or, that sentence was stupid. If a blind person has ever listened to one of my YouTube series. That'd be kind of interesting to know. Because like my videos are very podcasty, but at the same time I'm not sure if a blind person would enjoy a game like Ocarina of Time, or just video games in general. There's probably not too many blind video game fans, because you literally can't play a video game if you're blind. Have there been any video games that have been developed that blind people can play? Seems like a really difficult challenge. It'd have to be audio-based, like an audio adventure. Maybe like a choose your own adventure, like audiobook type situation would kind of work. But I think it's really cool when video game developers put options and things in place that take people with disabilities into consideration. I feel like that's not a thing that a lot of game developers do, but whenever one does, it's always cool to see. Typically I feel, whoa! Dude, we found the long boy. The longest boy that has ever boyed. Okay. Honestly, I don't think, oh, we can actually go to Gerudo Valley now, or the Gerudo Fortress. I was hoping I'd find Epona first, because you know, just being able to run around more quickly would be great. Alright. I still hate how this guy can just walk over the hole in the ground. Like, what is the logic behind that? Is he full of helium? Is he full of that hee-hee? Stalfos have the most scraggly looking swords, too. They're all bent out of shape. The cake is cut. And I am saying that this is a piece of cake. Okay, we gotta kill this one quick enough so the other one doesn't respawn. I think this is the only instance of something like this existing in the game. There being two enemies, and if you don't kill the second one, the other one comes back. Dude, he is like prolonging this right now. He wants his friend to come back, which I guess, from a logical, strategic standpoint, that is the right way to approach this fight. Wait for your backup to revive. But now we're too quick. We're too nimble, too quick. We're jumping over those candlesticks. Okay, we're comping. Comp gang. How come you're laughing? I'm hurting you. It shouldn't be funny. You think this is funny? I'll show you funny. You know, earlier I was talking about the Ocarina of Time online, where you can like play with a bunch of different people, and you can work together in randomizers, and you can do achievements, and there's events, and tons of custom models and emotes. and like custom sound packs, and there's lots of cool mods and lots of stuff. And I'm just wondering if anybody watching this video like knows anything about Ocarina of Time Online. If you can give me like even more information of like cool things you can do or like cool things that the community are doing with that, I would love to hear about it, because I've been joining the Discord, I've been talking a little bit to people, and it seems like the community is like semi-solid for that, but like I don't really know how people play Ocarina of Time Online. Like what are the ways that people are utilizing these mods and playing with others? Oh my god, this Poe is being obnoxious as frick! Stop spinning so fast. Freaking die. You're so obnoxious. There we go. Using the nuts definitely speeds up the fight, but sometimes they just start spinning way too fast. Gotta jump attack like right away, or else they start spinning and then they're invincible for a moment, which is so annoying. Hate that shit. We're getting so many keys. Okay, so I think I should go back real fast so we can get the boss key chest. You trying to tell me something, Navi? What do you want? You keep hating me all the time. It's like when somebody's trying to start a conversation with you over text message, and the only thing they start the conversation with is hey, and like a smiley face. And it's like, what am I supposed to say back to that? Hey. Your two options are you just say hey back, and then hope that they have something that they're like trying to start a conversation with you about. Or when somebody says hey to you, it's like, okay, do I have to start the conversation? Are you just telling me you want to talk with me and you're asking me to give us something to talk about? Like, what are you trying to achieve by just messaging me, hey? Or maybe that's just me overthinking it. I don't know, but I don't know what to do in those situations. I usually just like ignore those types of texts, which is kind of an asshole move at the same time. But hey, I'm out here overthinking all of my conversations because I'm an overthinker, and that's why I have mild anxiety. So that's just the way it be. Get these bad bubbles out of here. Who's a bad bubble? You are. I love how moblins will die from one arrow, but these random floating skulls take 3 arrows. I guess that actually kind of makes sense. Skulls are very strong bones, so I guess it makes sense that they're just kind of a more natural armor. But still, it bothers me slightly. Ooh, scratchy boy. I see him over here, just clinging on for dear life. Come here. Will you be my Valentine? He said yes. I'm so happy. Okay, where's the door? Not there. There it is. You know, we're living life right now. Nope, never mind. Giant creepy hand. No longer living life. That was very short-lived. Oh my god! Stop it. Get out of here. Stop flashing green. Why are you doing this? What? The hookshot pulls me to him. Alright. Dude, since when does he do all this? He's like literally doing the most right now. Hey, we get rid of them all in one spin attack. That's the goal. You know, now that we found the Longshot in here, I have a feeling that we're probably not going to find anything else of use. I think we just got another heart. We have 10 hearts now. I think we're halfway done with the hearts. But you know, we're still going to finish the temple because gotta find the rest of the medallions. Ooh, get out of here. Holy crap, he was coming right towards my face. I shot him straight across the room. That was fantastic. Let's go ahead and make the hallway all topsy-turvy again. Now that we got our boss chest and everything, we've done all we need to do. I also noticed that the wall masters, they're shadows. When they come down, they're not just circles anymore, they're actual hands, which is way creepier in my opinion. They kind of look like chicken talons almost. We have the fire arrows. I'm not even gonna try to shoot through this torch. I'm just gonna do it the quick and easy way. I don't have the patience to circle around this torch a couple times. It was all ironed out and we just got it twisted. One of those twisted tees. You know, with my name being Tyler, I feel like Twisted T would also be a cool rap name for me. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Twisted T. But But nah, my rap name, if you didn't know, is Lil Tall. It's your boy, Lil Tall, coming with the most fire bars from the West Coast. Started from the Midwest, now we chillin'. I don't think there was anything up here, was there? I feel like I already got whatever chest was up here. Is there anything? Whoa, can you play the Scarecrow song up here? No way. You can. Whoa, could I have just gotten up here instantaneously without having to do like everything? I didn't know about this, but this might actually be a great strategy for doing races. But I definitely want to learn this randomizer way better though, so I can start doing more races and stuff through them, because it seems so much fun to do races on these. It requires you to do like so much thinking about like what areas you can go to, but also like what's the best strategy. Like, yeah, you might know that certain items are on this side of the map, but are those the best items to go for at this time? Because you want to like be quick. You don't want to just go for whatever item you can. You want to try to save the most time at the same time. Or you want to go to areas with more chests and more items to find to increase your probabilities of finding something that you would want. I have done a couple races of Zooter, and they are pretty stressful to a certain degree. Like, you have to think about a lot. Like when I'm doing these series, like I can just pause the game and think about my next move for a second. But when you're doing a race, you have to just keep going. Like there isn't time to just like stop and think. Or I mean, technically you can take time to stop and think, but that's giving your opponent a lot of time to make some progress. All right, we're solving an easy ass puzzle. You might be asking yourself, what's an ass puzzle? And I think it's better that you don't know the answer to that question. And the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Oh, gotta bring the nuts back out. Of course. I like the color of this Poe. I love the lime green fire. Just looks so cool. Did you see his face when he was dying? He was straight up bugging for a second. Ooh, we're almost done with the dungeon, guys. Feels good. Get to finally finish another one. I really hope we get a medallion. Getting the spiritual stones is not worth our time. The only reason we want to collect any of the spiritual stones is if we got all 3 of them in order to get the Ocarina of Time, because that's how you activate the cutscene where Zelda throws the Ocarina of Time at you. Otherwise, they're completely pointless. But hey, the randomizer could. Wait, is this guy laughing? Oh no, she's probably crying. I think she's crying because her sisters are dead. Well, let's help her join them. Oh, she doesn't need sisters. She can just clone herself and make her own sisters. And can I use fire arrows? Is that allowed? Does that do any extra damage? I feel like it should, but technically you would never have fire arrows at this point in the game yet. So they probably didn't like program it to be any different. But hey, you never know. Maybe they did. It is interesting that like a lot of things in this game are programmed. Like you can do a lot of stuff that you're not supposed to, and then the game like will still be okay with it. That's the amazing thing about this game. This is always so easy. The easiest puzzle ever. As long as you're zoomed out, you can always see the one that's twisting. And we got all 4 flames, baby! Oh, I love when the platform raises me up in the air. Otherwise, you can never get up here. But now I can see everything. I am the king of the forest temple. All of your ghosts can bow to me. Bow to the prince, bow to the prince, bow. I'm getting rich, I don't give a fuck how. Alright, final room. Which way are we twisting it first? We're going to go right or left. I was going to say I don't think it matters, but I think for trying to stay speedy, it kind of does matter. That's the other reason why I don't speedrun, is like I'm not sure if I can actually remember all the best routes for everything. Like, it just seems so hard. I just have like, I feel like I'm one of those people who's like kind of smart, but like I'm not smart. I'm just like smart enough to like get by. Like I can like sort of pass in society. Sort of. So happy we found the hook shot. We're able to. I guess we couldn't get into the forest temple in the first place without the hook shot, so there wouldn't even be a scenario where we can't collect the skulltulas. But just knowing that we can get the rest of the skulltulas as a dual link just Eases my mind. We still can't get him as Child Link. I don't want to be a child again until we get the boomerang. Doesn't feel worth it. I'm a Switch bitch. 1-2 Switch. Dude, 1-2 Switch, the game that came out for the Switch, I'm still like really upset. Like, I don't think they've ever lowered the price of that game. I think it's been 60 bucks since its release, which I can understand like why Nintendo keeps its AAA titles as 60 bucks because like they never age. But I mean, come on, 1-2 Switch, that's like the Wii Sports of the Switch, and Wii Sports was free. So like, I don't know what they were trying to do there, but I'm never gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy 1-2 Switch unless it's 20 bucks or less. That game is not worth it. I don't think so. I mean, it does have the cow milking game, which is pretty damn kinky. Love milking that udder, but for 60 bucks, milking a virtual cow for 60 bucks is just, I'm not falling for it. That's all I have to say. What's like a Nintendo Switch game that is overpriced that you guys think for sure they should lower the price of? That just like feels like a complete ripoff. There's quite a few out there. I still think it's really dumb how games like Breath of the Wild are 60 bucks, but then also remakes of Wii U games are also 60 bucks. It just doesn't feel right. I mean, if anything, maybe Breath of the Wild should cost more than 60 bucks because I feel like that game has a higher value, but then it wouldn't sell very much. But that's the thing is, like, if a game's not very popular, it doesn't make sense to me to sell it for 60 bucks. Like, sell it for a bit less so people who don't have like a lot of money will still be willing to buy it. Like, you'll end up making more money in the long run that way. It's time for Phantom Ganon, baby. Is this version any different? I don't know if the 3DS version switches up anything. Wait, dude, I for sure shot him. That's bull crap. I do love this concept though. Just the fact that he's able to travel through paintings. I was playing a Mario 64 ROM hack that allows you to go through Ocarina of Time, but as Mario and Mario 64. And whenever you get to this boss fight in that game, you actually go into the paintings yourself, because you know Mario also has the ability to jump into paintings. And so, as Mario, you jump into the paintings, and that's like part of the strategy for the boss fight. I've always actually wanted to do like a Let's Play of the Mario 64 Ocarina of Time crossover. But at the same time, there's a million things I want to do Let's Plays of, but making Let's Plays take a lot of time and effort, so you have to just slowly get through them over time. Which is partially why I hope I can do Let's Playing for a long time. And if you want to help support my dream of Let's Playing for a long time, you can actually support me through Patreon. If you didn't know, I have a link in the description. You have quite a few Patreons, and I put them in the credits to every video that I make now to give them a shout out for helping support the channel. I don't think it's smart to L-target him. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, time for some Serena Williams. Let's go. Practicing the tennis skills. Yeah. I think the more times it bounces back and forth, the longer he's stunned for, and the more hits you can get against him. Whoa, that was a lot of hits. Whoa, ha, ha, ha. I love this boss fight, though. What a great first boss fight for Adult Link. I mean, I love every boss fight in this game. The only one that like annoys me is Twin Rova, because there's just like too much waiting involved with it. But apart from that, the bosses of this game are damn near perfect with their concepts and ideas. All right, our boy Phantom Ganon is disintegrating. That looks pretty gruesome. What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish it to the gap between dimensions. Is that Ganondorf talking to us? You're banishing him? You're punishing him for losing the fight. Being a minion for an evil villain just never seems to pay off. Minions always get the short end of the stick. Are you joking? A seed refill? Bruh. Okay, what you guys think we're gonna get for beating this temple? Hopefully a medallion. Our luck's been good so far. Let's see if it's gonna continue. Yo, look, we're in a giant bloopy. Bloopy boys for life. Aw, shucks. Waste of time, we don't need that. But, hey, at least another temple's done, and we know that it's not in there. I just realized we haven't found a bloopy in like the past couple episodes, I don't think. That's wild. But anyways, with that, I think we're gonna call it an episode here. You guys are freaking awesome. I love you all so much. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope all your dreams come true. I hope you achieve all your goals. And I hope you eat some delicious food for your next meal because you deserve it. Anyways, thanks for watching and I'll catch you later.
So I can't be your boyfriend and you can be my girl. If you wanna love me, maybe in another world. And I can't be your lover and you can't be my fool. Cause I know I'm bad for you in all the weirdest ways of love.